Ain't got to prove shit. Validation is for parking tickets. I ain't got to get validated by nobody.
Yeah, you know, and it just didn't stay with you during that time. I remember you saying that after the police pulled you over, or you came in contact with police after that, they treated you differently when they read your history and saw that you had a prior gun case.
Man, from that point on, every time they pulled me over, they came out like I robbed a bank, a fresh bank with a bag of money in the car. Get out of the car, hands up, me and my girl both, everybody. What the fuck is going on? They had me labeled armed and dangerous. They had me labeled as armed and dangerous, dude, and they stayed on my ass. This is why I left. This is why I left Even After Dark and started doing business at Dudos. I couldn't come down San Pedro or Avalon or El Segundo. I'd always had to go up to back streets like the Broadway. I had to come around the back, come the back way, come to my house. Because if the sheriff saw me, they were gonna pull me over. And when they came hard, dude. I never got beat up, nothing like that. But dude, I had guns stuck in my ear, behind my head. That's damn near as bad, man. I'm not bullshitting. And to see them coming, when they see you, whoo, and that light, I swear them lights on the police car got a little microwave in it, boy, because your ass get hot. The back of your neck get hot in the motherfucker. They got a little bit of microwave in them son bitches, man. They damn sure heat your neck up. They ain't no bullshit. And so, yeah, Doc, that kind of, and I was glad when I finally moved over here. LAPD don't know nothing about me, and it's just a whole different situation, dude.
Damn, dude, that's crazy, man. And there was no cameras around. You couldn't pull out your phone and record the altercation. You just had to. It was your word against them if you guys ever went to court, right?
And they always pull me over on a dark ass street or the alley or some shit like, man, come on, dude. I ain't this. You know what? I'm a brave dude, but I've always prided myself on my street smarts, dude. Dark alleys ain't the place to talk shit to the police at. Dark alleys, dark streets. Back then, dude, you know, they didn't have LED lights with one street light lit up the whole damn neighborhood. No, they had little bulbs, little dim ass bulbs, and some of them just would be out. So no, dude, it was not the place to be back in the day, man. You know, and it's dude, and I think about some of the stuff that I had to deal with back in the day, and I see people dealing with stuff today. We had to deal with a lot of the same shit, but it was just in a different way because we were taught different. You know, I wasn't trying to get a lawsuit to get I was never taught getting the ass whooped by the police was an opportunity to get a lawsuit. I know guys that have done that, pissed off the police, got an ass whooping and filed a lawsuit. Okay, I know guys that did that. I'm pissed off the police. I'm gonna get an ass. I'm gonna get me $250,000. Yeah, he got him. That nigga twitching like a motherfucker. That nigga still twitching today. He walked funny. He talked funny. He got his $250,000, but he ain't the same dude, man. So nah, man.
Dick ain't working or nothing.
Nah, man. Nah.
Yeah, nah. Let's talk about the cops a little bit. You know, you used to tell stories. If you told stories on the show of your father avoiding certain streets. I don't know if it was Imperial or something. I can't remember, but he would avoid certain streets so he doesn't, you know, have to get messed with by the police because it was like a magnet. When was your first bad experience with the police? What was like the first one that you remember? Even if it was around your pops or like before your, you know, when you were younger.
You know, I just remembered one of my grandmother's neighbors had brought a Galaxy 500 back in like 60 something. I was a kid. And he had just bought it, real happy with it. And my dad used to cut lawns on my grandmother's street. And homeboy got this Galaxy 500 and he bought it like on a weekday or something like that. And that Saturday, he got fucked up by the police. They beat the shit out of it. They beat the shit out of this dude, man. And my man said, "What did you do?" I'm little kid ear hustling and shit, trying to figure out what's going on. He said, "Well, I didn't do nothing. They beat me because I had a new car. They beat me because I had a new car. LAPD beat his ass because he had a new car. Nigga with a new car. Okay." And my old man, shortly after that, I think he'd already bought the Cadillac, but he had enough sense to keep us around the Cadillac. We had to go to certain parts of town. He put us in the car with him. And that was different. Back then, the cops, from what I experienced, had more respect for a family man. They might not beat you in front of your kid. Now, if you was at the street or at home acting a fool. They didn't give a damn about your kids. But if you was in the car with your kids or your wife, for the most part, depending on where you was at and the situation, you might get a pass. We never had a problem with that with my dad in the car. We were patrolled by Firestone at that time, and Firestone ain't never had a good reputation when it came to black folks. Never. No. So, and that was my introduction to the misconduct of the police when it came to black men. My dad, I can't recall him ever having an issue. My dad carried a gun everywhere he went. He carried the gun in his lawnmower truck. And I remember us getting stopped with the lawnmower truck, and the cop saw the gun and we never had a problem. He never went to jail for it. I never saw him put it in his waistband. None of that shit. I can say he was a gangster. He booked the little horses from time to time, but for the most part, he just had it for its protection. Because we got lawnmowers on the truck. He had money, cash money, and it was old 32, and that was his, what they call it, a wheel gun. That was his gun of choice, And I tried to do the same. And that had me carrying pistols, and his thing was, you rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I tried that shit. They kept my ass in jail. I had to leave these motherfucking pistols alone. Okay, nah, I'm gonna stay out of the place where I need my gun at. That's what I'm gonna do.
Take your chance with the 12, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Hey, Stem has a good question bouncing off of this. He says, Stem Radio, shout out to Stem Radio, give them a subscribe.
Always.
Yeah. He says, I may have asked this before, but in Straight Outta Compton, the cops seem pretty racist. Was that how it was back in the day? For real, Lonzo?
Yeah, man. Well, when you saw the cops at Audio Achievements, that was Torrance, California. Torrance ain't never been black friendly to my knowledge. Okay. Torrance ain't, I never had a problem in Torrance. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to jail. The first time I went to jail was in Torrance. The first time I ever went to jail was in Torrance. Going down Torrance Boulevard, bad tags, ended up in the Torrance jail. Tags would have been $35, but that might as well have been $350 back then. That was broke as a joke. We always warned about going to Torrance, even going to Alpine Village. Now, at Alpine Village, the event place, because it was Alpine Village and that was a German spot, they had a different relationship with the police. They didn't give us a whole lot of problems over there, but we was right by the freeway, and they made damn sure that we went straight back on the freeway. That was the deal with that. Alpine was over at like 12 or 1 o'clock, and I think it was over about 12 or 1 o'clock. And police, if they had to show up, they pull up in the lot, they block off certain driveways, and you had one driveway off, and you had, if you lived in Torrance or whatever, you went that way. But if you lived in LA, your ass was back on the 110 and right back where you came from.